he's just a doll, and I don't want to play with him right now.
Treat him like that, and he might not want to play with you. Now, I always say the best thing to freshen up a room is a vase full of flowers.
There's nothing in it.
You'd better keep an eye on this one. She's tricky.
Mary Poppins, how could you know what we wanted in the nap when we made our list?
Your list? I'm not an item in the weekly shop, thank you very much.
How did you come in? It was as if the wind just blew you here.
It did. Now stand over there. Just as I thought, a noisy, mischievous, troublesome little boy.
You're making that up.
A noisy, mischievous, troublesome. Thoughtless, short-tempered, and untidy.
I don't believe you. Let me see.
By the time the wind is blown, the weather been around, I'll show you if I can. No matter what the circumstance, well, one thing I
Chim chim chiroo, I does what I likes, and I likes what I do. Today I'm a screever, and as you can see, a screever's an artist of highest degree, and it's all me own work from me own memory.
Oh, lovely, not these again.
Come on, Mr. Parkkeeper, it's just with pictures like it always is. There's no harm in them.
Oh, I'll be the judge of that. This is my park, and I say you're interfering with the public venue. I want them to remove this thing. Oh, just you watch it. Just you watch it.
Stay right where you are. I know that silhouette anywhere. Mary Poppins.
It's nice to see you, Ben.
I must say, you do look swell.
How does he know you? He can't know you. You've only just arrived.
I wasn't born 1 minute before I walked into your house, Michael. Have you met these two, Bert?
I've seen him running about chasing a kite.
Is it a real kite?
So what are you up to?
Mary Poppins says it's a game. It's called A Walk in the Park.
Some game? Trying to eat spinach.
Come on, Bert, you're due for a break. When the last time we met, you promised you'd take me out. Or have you forgotten?
Of course I ain't married, but...
Oh dear, is that where you've got you? Well, never mind. My treat. Besides, nobody's charging for the trees in the sky, are they?
Mary Poppins, is he really coming with us?
And why shouldn't he?
Well, to start with, he's very dirty, isn't he? Father would never approve.
What's that?
You can't come with us. You're too dirty. And we don't want to go to a stinky park anyway.
Oh, yes you do. Because when you go on a walk with Mary Poppins, you go to places you never dreamed of. And if she says it's a game, she's got something in mind. You can be certain of that.
That's a picture of the park, isn't it?
That's not the park. Not our park, anyway. Look, the trees are much brighter green and the sky is quite a different blue.
I think you'll find it's just the way I draw it. All that it takes is a spark, then something as plain as a park becomes a wonderland. All you have to do is look on you, and you'll understand why it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so light. When the day is grey and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright. Oh, happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the dawn. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band.
You've never asked for all this.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Come on, you two.
Boring, just like other nannies. Parks are good for us. It's just statues, ducks, and grannies. I don't understand all the fuss. Is she doing it to spite us? We could lose our whole life. Perhaps it's all a plot. I'll tell you what, she seems so different, but I bet she's not. There is nothing to excite us in the park.
What was that?
You're quite wrong, you know.
Who are you?
I'm Lilius. Surely you should know that. You sat beneath me often enough. And I've waited almost a half a century to walk on a sunny day just like this.
Even a glorious day, bright as a morning in May.
I feel like I could fly.
Have you ever seen a so deep or a bluest
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Better days I've never known. Nothing's ever set in stone. see a statue take a gentle jog. Oh, it's a jolly holiday for Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love.
It's a jolly holiday with you and gentlemen like you are few. Though you're just a diamond in the rough bed, underneath your blood is blue. You'd never think of pressing your advantage, for guidance is the hallmark of your creed. I really need to feel when you are near. Your sweet gentility is crystal clear. It's crystal clear. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with you. It's a jolly holiday, a jolly, jolly holiday with you. Jane, did that really happen? Yes, but how?
Mary Poppins, of course.
How do you know Mary Poppins?
She's an old friend of my father.
Your father? You're a statue. You can't have a father.
Well, that's true. Why do I miss him so much?
Isn't he one of the other statues?
No, he lives far away from here.
Do you really miss him?
Wouldn't you miss your father if you hardly ever saw him?
I'd have to think about that.
That's it, that's what it was. What? The plinth is half empty. The statue is gone.
Do you mean you lost your mom?
Oh, this is your fault, ain't it? I knew we should have some trouble when you first arrived, and now we've got a statue missing. What? Don't love it.
We can play with this again.
Yes, of course. I'm not going very far.
And we'll see you soon. Goodbye, Julius.
Goodbye.
Cornelius must be so lonely. Could his father ever come to stay?
Of course. Anything can happen if you let it.
How long will you stay?
We'll see.
You're all going to stay, aren't you, Mary Poppins?
I'll stay until the wind changes.
Good night, Jane. Good night, Michael.
Good night, Mary. Good night, Ben.
Jane and Michael want to say goodnight.
Oh, tell them you've given me the message.
George, please. Oh, Daddy, we've had a fantastic day. We sang with the busker, danced with the statue, and met Queen Victoria. You wouldn't have approved it. Oh,
If you knew that, then why did you do it?
Daddy, could I have a kite? A proper one?
Would you fly it?
You could always teach me.
Now, when would I have time to do that?
Daddy, who is the father of Haley?
Would you please let me get on? Good night.
Poor Michael. All he cares about is flying kites and his beloved astronomy, of course.
He used to love astronomy at his age. My nan, Miss Andrews, who beats down me.
George, I suppose we do need a nanny. Is it out of the question to do without one?
Don't be absurd. Of course we need a nanny. All the best people have nannies. So the wives can do charity work and entertain. Which reminds me, how was your tea party?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose it seems so odd sending out invitations to people I hardly know.
But they're people you should know. Remember, by your friends shall you be judged.
But that's just it. They're not my friends. Actually, I heard today from Clemmy Bunting. She's rehearsing a new play, and I thought
How many times must I tell you? I wish you to sever all connections with that part of your life.
George, I was an actress. Lots of people might find that interesting. Though you always talk as if I should be ashamed of it.
Well, it's not exactly something to be proud of. Winifred, dearest, I'm only thinking of you. I want people to admire you, to respect you.
I know, George, but sometimes it's just so hard.
It is not hard. It is your job to be Mrs. Banks.
And what's your job?
To pay for everything. What is it?
I was only going to kiss you.
Oh, all right. Are you going to say something to Mary Poppins about this afternoon?
No, I don't think so.
Very well. Just make sure she's doing things all right and not better. What could our rules? If you can help them, we need a nanny who is disciplined and stern. Boys and girls, you don't befriend them. I've heard that Mary Poppins has a lot to learn.
Being Mrs. Banks should be an easy road, and yet it's one which I don't seem too good at on the whole. I have a comfy home, I have a simple life, I have a name which tells the world I'm someone else's wife. Being Mrs. Banks, what does that entail? Facing tests of character, I always seem to